will call to order, the meeting has begun. At the time.
Yeah.
What did you do that to me?
Oh, excuse me, I'll just drink something.
David,
Yeah,
please do the roll call.
and
Thank you.
Falco,
Here.
Patricia,
Here.
Joanne,
Here.
me, I'm here. Okay, Philip,
Here.
Ruth,
Here.
Michael, here, Diane,
Here.
Gloria,
Here.
Bobby, we have a
Yes.
farm,
Yes.
and
Okay,
we have
good.
one guest.
All right. Did you all have a chance to look over the minutes? Any corrections, additions? Move to accept. Okay, so we accept it as written. All right, I'll turn this over to Bobby for the chairman. Bobby.
We're all set for the sign up to the museum. I will call the museum the week before we go. The restaurant, remind the man that runs the restaurant that we're bringing 50 people, that he should be prepared. 30 people may come in to eat, you know. On another note regarding, I was out last night getting some food to go. And somebody said to me, oh, aren't you, don't you plan trips? I said, yes, I do, but it's not me. If you would like to plan a trip, just let the transportation meeting know. Oh, she said, we love the trips. I'm so glad that we're starting them up again.
Good,
So I said,
good.
again, if you have any ideas,
Right.
please come into the committee. I am not the trip person. So, as far as I know, we're good to go.
Good.
And I also reminded her that we're very careful about the trips that we plan because a bus may cost us $900. Oh, really?
Of course, me.
Right, so I said, we're very careful about what we plan.
Right.
So she said, good. That's it.
Yeah. Yes, Phil.
I want to ask a question because when I need to run the trips and I had to get a bus, I called different bus companies at one time to find out prices. Do we only have to use Academy buses for these trips, or can somebody call?
To save you some breath, I talked about that last week. I am actually getting prices from other bus companies that might be better because I keep emailing, Bobby knows, where's my confirmation, because I'm not sure if we have a bus here. So, I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you brought it up, I would have had it on the agenda. I am looking into other bus companies that the Italian American Club uses.
Okay, because there's one particular bus, and I'm gonna call him, who used to do a lot of our trips, very nice guy. I don't got his name, it was an ex-cop, he has a bus company. And I know that we have to have a disability bus, am I correct?
I believe so, yeah, all our buses have it.
So I'll make some calls too.
Okay.
When I get a
Greatly
chance.
appreciate it.
I
Just,
see if this guy has, if he knows anybody, I know I have a couple of numbers at home from before. I was just curious because $900 is outrageous.
Actually,
I don't know where
a few-
they're
because
coming
of the
from,
few-
these people.
No, it's not on him. I pay, whether I have 40 people or not, for the bus going to the casino. We pay $20 per person, whether you have the 40 people or not. All the bus companies went up, the fuel went up, everything, the food went up. I mean, I would greatly appreciate if you want to look into it, please. If you want them to call me and discuss it, that's fine too.
I'm gonna call this guy.
I would greatly appreciate that. Okay,
He was really a nice guy, you remember who he was?
all right, Diane.
Okay, there is a. Okay, I did notice a correction on this, but
On
it's
what?
on the
Minutes?
minutes, yeah, it said under the Benzatin Center for the Creative Arts, it says 17, it's only $15.
That's what they said.
Yeah, but that's, okay. You said that at the meeting.
Well,
So what we could do is,
15.
until, yeah, one of the meetings.
Now I better check, I'm pretty sure they said 15, but okay, that's what.
Honestly, that's what we said, we don't put down, David or whomever, in fact, when they take notes,
I'm going to call them again just to make sure,
okay,
because I got all my stuff that says $15.
okay, so then, you know what, call, and then at the next meeting, when there's more people, you could just say, there was a mistake made, the bus was actually,
Okay,
okay?
but it is scheduled for January 23rd. It is the glass flow infusing and flame working,
January 23rd.
January 23rd.
January
January
What do you got,
23rd.
It says January the 16th.
Yeah,
Now I'm getting.
Is scheduled, sign up is December 14th and 15th,
It is January,
January 23rd. Bus trip is January 23rd.
so there's a change there too. You said the 16th.
At the meeting.
Yeah, you did.
It's the 16th.
Okay, so it's the 23rd?
now I'm okay, I will call them.
Okay, so, checking.
Okay, but
No,
as it
that's
stands now, sign up will be Thursday, December 14th and
That I remember.
December 15th.
That will be,
Okay, then I will double check the cost.
and check the
And the
date
date.
with them, yeah,
Sign up again.
Thursday, December 14th. At 9 o'clock, no, excuse me, 12:30, and December 15th at 9:30 to 10:30.
this, you come to see.
And they have to bring the cat. Noreen's making a poster and Ruth is putting it in the. It's in.
Let's hope
Okay,
questions
I will
until-
just double check the.
What time is the second day, at 12:30?
And the second day, the 15th is at 9:30, I'm quite sure.
And the
it-
next time?
The first day is December 14th, Thursday, at 12:30, the second day is Friday at 9:30.
Okay, can I make a suggestion to you? People who wanna sign up for the
Oh,
trip,
I put
can
you
I
in
get to the clubhouse?
I don't know,
I suggest you make it a little later.
Well, this is the only time I could do it, 12:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
Autumn.
Good afternoon, how's everyone? So, you'll check on the date and the
Yes.
amount, and you'll let me know.
Yes.
Send me an email or something,
Yeah.
and at the next meeting, we'll bring it up that, this is the actual date and the
What-
amount.
What are the dates that are in the paper? I'm sorry.
Whatever Diane
What's-
put in, she put in the 23rd and the sign up dates, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever's on the flyer went in, if it needs to be changed.
I'll change the
No,
date.
what you said at the meeting, because David took notes, he wrote it down, it was the 16th. That's so just make absolutely sure that it is the 24th, that's all. Yeah. Okay, anything else about the excursion buses? It's nice and clean. All right,
Yes.
yeah, right. Old business? Anybody have anything from the old business? No? Oh, this is great. Moving on, new business. Monkey business. No new business. Okay, general discussion. So. Oh, I have something for. Omar. Anybody have anything to say? Please, speak.
Are we in general discussion?
Yes, we are, in general discussion, I said.
So-
You were just.
So looking at the bus schedule on the Monday 3, it goes to Hastings in the mornings. And in the afternoon, I believe it's on the 8 o'clock run and on the 1 o'clock run. Is there any room in the schedule to expand that to additional hours to go up to the gym?
No, you know what, they work very hard on the schedule, we try to squeeze in a few things that weren't there before. And if we're gonna change the whole thing completely and we're gonna put a lot more, it's gonna cost more money to do so, is that correct, Marion? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So I'm sorry, but I know even like the people going to church, they ask me for more mass, it's not possible. It's not possible. They were kind enough to give me that one bus within an hour. And people have to adjust, people are still asking me, could you put people, one person, then you stop over at Citibank, they said. What gets things changed, they get papers like this when somebody wants to change something, and then we see where people need it the most. Maybe we could take away a stop and put another stop. Did we go back to the Wells Fargo stop?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they stop it, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
okay, well, I guess that's why the ladies are not in. All right,
Yeah, they only come on this car.
I heard that, the seats that you lifted up in the front is working very well. Most of the people have told me that's great, we don't trip on anybody's feet. I haven't heard any real complaints about it being up. One person, I said.
One person.
Yeah, one person.
Just one person.
Yeah, that sent it, I know. Otherwise, it's been working very well. So, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And I think that's about it. Anything else? Anyone? All right, well, this is big, this is a good meeting, it's going quick. So, good of welfare, isn't that kind of like general discussion? Yeah. So, there's nothing. Sorry to say, we make them happy. Do you have anything? No? Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Could we have an update on any changes that the bus company has made in the last 30 days? Absolutely, training bus drivers and some of the complaints.
Well, let's talk about the buses. We just add one more bus to the fleet. So this is an additional bus that we will include in the rotation. That will alleviate a lot of the problems when it comes to maintenance and getting buses repairs or doing major jobs that we have to do. So right now we have, 6, 7 buses, 8 buses. That we will rotate on the schedule. Out of the 8 buses, we managed to paint 6 of them. So we did complete body work and repaint them. We put the new decals, so we still have 2 more, 26 and 27. We have 2 more that we need to stop and do body work. To do that, it takes like a week and a half to get the complete bus done. So bringing this additional bus to the rotation will help us to get these 2 more buses completely painted in white and decal for you guys. In addition to that, there are 2 more buses that are supposed to be new buses that are on the way to you guys.
Very good.
So
Completely new.
yeah, completely new. They were ordered already. They're being ordered. It's just that because of all the problems that we have, it takes time. But we are step closer to get those buses in West Palm Beach. And that will be for this contract. At least in terms of the fleet. We had right now 70 drivers. 70 drivers, 40 full-time, 30 part-timers. That, no, in general. But yeah, but that, the fact that we brought more drivers to our terminal alleviates also the problem of rotating drivers in the contract, meaning that you will see more and more of the same drivers doing the contract. We want to keep the drivers here, drivers that like the contract, drivers that they know the community, they have been doing the job for a while. So we try to keep them here and just keep the rotation among these drivers. So that we don't have to bring, unless it is completely necessary, a driver from any other part of the terminal that does any other kind of job just to fill in on this job. Then we have 2 more candidates that apply for a full-time position, supervisor position for the PM shift.
Who had,
It's done, right?
yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
So we're still processing applications for this position.
Yeah.
So if by any chance you guys know anyone in the community, any friends, any family member that is CDL or commercial driving qualified that would like to apply for position with Academy as a supervisor in this community, please let us know. We will have to take applications. We posted the application on Indeed. It's been for a while, but we refresh the ad, so we're getting new applicants for the contract. We are selective when we bring supervisor from work because it is a supervisor position that is very sensitive. And the scheduling for the supervisor, PM supervisor, is not too easy for the supervisor because it's only afternoons. So most people, they want full-time 7 to 5. So when it comes to 3 to 11, 3 to 10, it gets a little bit tricky, but we're still looking for a good supervisor for the contract. We are about to finish the year. We have every quarter of the year we do training for the mandatory training for the drivers. Every quarter of the year is a different topic. So all these, we are now in the last quarter, and this quarter is about regeneration. Most of these new buses, they have a system that is for clean environment. So it's less pollution. So the system is a regeneration system that cleans the exhaust system. And sometimes you have to engage this processing on the buses manually. When the buses doesn't do it automatically, you have to force the regen. And for the buses here specifically, because they're looping around and stopping and looping around, it's most of the time you have to do it manually because it will engage when the bus is running for a long time on the road. Like let's say that you're doing a trip from here to Orlando and you go a couple of hours on the road, the system will engage automatically. When it's commuting here, like the job that we do here, you have to do it manually. So we're doing a training for the drivers about this topic for the last quarter of the year. And the 3 quarters before, we did wheelchair compliance, ADA and wheelchair compliance. We did accident reporting, and we did avoiding getting stuck on winch out. When you park on the grass or something and the bus gets stuck and you will have to call the towing. That is what we have done, and the drivers are doing really good. At the end of the year, every driver that has a clean record, no accidents, no tardiness, book off, or any dry cam violations or any other cam violations, and also that they complete the trainings on time, they will be part of the award ceremony that we do for the drivers. And this year we have about 35 drivers, I would say like half of the drivers that are in really good shape to receive these awards at the end of the year. So yeah, it is good, and
Good incentive.
it is because they also get some monetary compensation. So that is happening. So heavy season start for us now. November, November, we start getting busy, all the way through June, July, beginning of July. So hopefully we can keep good standard with you guys. The fact that today we don't have that many complaints is a good sign. So again, we appreciate you guys, your patience with us. We appreciate the business. I'm happy that you guys give me the opportunity to work on the problems and get solutions. Sometimes it's so nice, sometimes it takes a while. But I don't feel like we're gonna go back to what we were when we started. I just want to keep going and bringing better and better results. And hopefully when we get those new buses, it will, after that we get more new buses. So the company invested a lot, because remember, we not only have the contract, we not only have transit buses, we also have charter buses. And along with those new buses coming to you guys, we got new buses coming to the fleet for the charter business. And then we will renew, we will retire. As a fact, we retired already 7, 8 buses, including buses for the contract that were here before when we started. We retired 2 of them. Along with another 6, 7 buses from the charter fleet. Now we are receiving this one that came the other day, and those 2 new, and there are 2 or 3 more new, brand new coming for the charter business. So little by little, the company is going back in business. We are going back to invest in our fleet. And we finally have all full team of cleaners. That we, based on the bus numbers, we can accommodate cleaners enough to get all the fleet clean every night and fuel every night, daily. We have almost a full team of mechanics. This including the last shift, which is from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until, for 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 2 o'clock in the morning. That's my last shift of mechanics. Those are the ones that do all the PMs and all the repairs overnight. We were missing that team. It's complete now, which is also really good. So you can see that the company little by little is going back to where we were a few years ago, especially before COVID. And again, I'm not seeing any way back. We just continue growing and trying to make it better for you guys. Okay,
Thank you. I have a question.
yes.
Someone asked me today. This woman said that occasionally when she gets on the bus, she sees people carrying a little dog in the dog carrier. And her question was, are dogs allowed on the bus? I said, I don't think so, but what about service dogs? And do they have to prove that they're service dogs? That's a tough question.
They don't have to prove that it's a service dog.
Okay, they can just say that service.
When the 88 Act stipulate that we can ask if the dog or the animal is a service animal.
Mhm.
We cannot ask any demonstration of what the animal is doing to you.
Okay,
So basically, we have to trust what the customer is telling us. We ask, is this a service dog? Yes, we're supposed to allow the dogs or the animals. Usually you see dogs, but sometimes you see all the animals that are not specifically dogs. It's just that dogs are more common. But we can ask, is this a service dog? Yes, as long as the animal is on a leash and has a behavior, is trained and has a good behavior, it's okay. If the dog is misbehaving, is barking and bothering other customers, jumping around, cannot be on the bus.
that's what that dog.
The animal needs to be under control at all the time.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something, usually the service animals behave better than the humans.
You better believe
Usually,
it.
but we cannot ask for any demonstration. We cannot tell them, okay, show me what the dog does to you.
Yeah, but she's gonna.
Okay, well, one thing is that last time we had a problem with dogs, other company said no dogs. Only because people, whether service dogs or not, are allergic to dogs on the bus. And that becomes a problem. People have allergies and last contract, this bus company was voted that there would be no dogs on the bus, but you do it, please.
I doubted that we.
Okay,
I
and
doubt
I have one more thing I wanna bring up,
Let
I'm
it-
sorry.
Wait, if it's a different subject, we're on this subject, let Ruth speak and then you can speak again.
It's just a reminder, okay?
Okay.
A reminder that New Year's Eve is coming and that the buses will be running later. Because I really won't be here next month. And one more thing, we usually go on Senior Day in January. The last Monday of the month, we usually have a bus running from 11 to 4 or 5 every hour on the hour going to
Fairgrounds.
South Fairgrounds.
Okay, we just need to know the dates, we'll make it happen.
I will call the South Fairgrounds and find out the date. And you can take it up next month when I won't be here about running the bus every hour on the hour.
It's not taking it up. What I do is when we have the information is send an email to them. So that's how they know. You mentioned it now, and when I know the
Right, we
dates, I'll
do it
give them an
every
email.
year. It's usually the last Monday of the
It's
month.
the same we doing last year.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wanna make a reminder because I won't be here next month.
So December, this is the
January.
Oh,
January.
January.
January. Yeah. I will get the date and I'll give it to Patty, I'll call them.
That's all right, that's okay. Ruth,
Yeah,
wanna-
the only thing I have to say about the animals, I know it's a very slippery slope when it comes to them. But what you're saying, if I understand you, somebody gets on and they say it's a service animal or emotional support or whatever. You can't deny them, whether they're telling the truth or not, you have to let
That's what
them
we say.
on, okay?
Yeah.
Just wanted to.
Now, again. In general speaking, we have done jobs with where we carry in a lot of service animals. These dogs are amazing. These animals are so well trained. When it's actually a service dog, they go on the bus, they go underneath the seat,
That's
they
right,
don't bother anybody, they're sitting there,
They're trained.
they're trained.
that's right.
So we trust what the customer is telling us, but the dogs or the animal needs to be under control.
Right.
On a leash and
Right.
must behave, cannot be jumping around, barking.
Right.
So you can tell exactly when the dog is actually a service dog because of the way they behave.
Right,
We cannot ask for any proof of what the dog or the animal is doing to the customer. But if something like that happened and the dog is not behaving, all I need to know, guys, always remember, all I need to know is date and time. We have cameras on the buses. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned to you before, we switched the system of camera system that we had for a new system. This one is more sophisticated, it's actually upgraded, has better resolution, and we now, instead of 1 or 2 security cameras in the buses, we have 8 cameras in the
very good,
buses.
very good.
And they have audio, they have video. So what I need to know is day and time, we check the cameras, and if we see a behavior that is not accepted, customers, dogs, service animals, anybody, we are more than welcome to come over here and with the committee, just, discuss with the, what we can do, and we go from there. But it's important, time and date.
I'm just curious, are there cameras on the excursion buses?
Yes,
There are,
yes,
okay, as I don't think people understand.
yes, we have cameras on all the buses,
Oh, that's good,
yes.
yes,
The newer buses, are they biodiesel or just diesel?
This one,
Just diesel.
this one.
Is there any chance you would switch to biodiesel? Always because they run a lot cleaner and they run a lot better.
That would be something that will, it's.
Cause most of
That's my favorite.
but most of the newer stuff that's coming out is biodiesel.
Yeah, maybe, they may be biodiesel, because we have some of the buses that they have a small sign that says environment, what's the term? Friendly environment, cleaner, some cleaner, it's like a small sticker
Okay.
that comes from the factory.
Okay.
So they'll probably, they're new buses, so they,
What is biodiesel?
It's a mixture,
yeah.
with other products other than diesel
Oh,
fuel.
so let's
Yeah,
diesel.
Right, and it burns better, it's not as damaging, rather than regular diesel, which gives you that, when it burns, it gives you that black smoke and.
Since 2012, there was a new regulation for the diesel engine. That any engine built after 2012, they must come with either the regeneration system, which is what is called DEF,
Okay.
is a exhaust fluid,
Recirculation.
exhaust fluid, it injects this liquid, this fluid into the exhaust system and cleans all the filters and everything. And as a part of maintenance, we have to take those filters out every certain amount of miles and get them clean or replaced to make sure that they clean, burn the diesel clean. But I can't find out about biodiesel.
Yeah, I'm just curious, cause that would be the way to go.
Yeah,
Especially that the stop and go that you do here,
Yeah.
it would be much more.
yeah, it's we're moving into that direction. It's not gonna. We're not gonna go. I don't think that my company's gonna go against
No.
me before. It's like, plus, there's no way. Remember, a bus could be of any brand. Could be Gillig or Eldorado or Van Hool, any brand. This is the manufacturer. This is the company that builds the body.
Right.
But the engine, there's only 2 or 3 big manufacturers that we use engines. These are engines from Caterpillar, that we don't use them. Cummins or Detroit. And then Mercedes, that they do their own engines, this and that, but Cummins and Detroit are the most popular.
They gotta follow the
And
federal
they have to
standards.
follow the,
The
exactly.
federal
For
standards.
them to be producing engines, they have to you have to follow the regulations.
Yes, Ruth.
I thought something else. You remember the incident with the lady that got on with a child and was able to go to the grocery? The bus driver coming back wouldn't allow it, and it was a big hassle. What was the final determination about children on the buses?
We go by the regulation that you guys have, they have to have ID. To ride the buses, they must have ID.
That's what he said at the last meeting, children.
ID. They need to go inside the clubhouse, request an ID for the child, using the channels that you guys have. If they are granted an ID, they will be working on the buses.
One other question, excuse me, I don't know if anyone knows the answer, I was going to ask over there, I didn't know, if you have a guest, and they have a pass.
Right.
Are they allowed on the bus, does anyone know the answer to that?
Yes,
Oh, so if they got the child a pass, they would be able to get on the bus.
The issue is they don't issue a pass under the age of 16.
Ah,
So if you have a 10-year-old, they will not get a guest pass and they're not gonna have an ID.
So then they can't get on the bus.
No, they shouldn't be on the bus.
Children under 16,
Yeah.
that's the rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what the clubhouse goes to. Okay,
we all.
that's a WPRF thing.
I know, but that's why it's good to hear information, so everyone knows. Thank you for calling a lot of people. The notes I gave you today, she told me they passed her up twice. It's a possibility, or she may not have been at the exact spot. I do not know. If you want to give her a call, I think she left the number
I call her and I
and see.
ask for the time and day and we check the camera.
Exactly, then you'll be able to know, so I don't have any way of knowing, that I pass everything on to you and you determine, you know what I mean? This way they can't say, well, you didn't answer me,
Absolutely, and if the driver is doing something incorrect, we call the driver.
yeah.
We call the driver.
I haven't heard, I heard that there was an improvement in the drivers too, I don't know if you trained them or you talked to them, but a few people told me, one lady in Southampton that, when she went, before she left, that some of them were really horrible, and she came back, what happened, she said. I said, I don't know, they must have retrained them or whatever, but she was pretty satisfied.
Well, again,
So I'm happy you guys are working with the people.
we have drivers that they love this place.
Yeah.
We, with a few months, now we know exactly who are the drivers that really come here and they like what they do. Now we know who are the drivers that come over here, they don't like it much, but they do a good job. Because if they're responsible, they are, you know, good drivers, they're good employees.
Yeah.
And the drivers that are not happy here, you know, I'm not saying that they are not gonna get fired. I'm not saying that they are not gonna, but they will not come anymore. I will not put them here. I have plenty of other jobs I can put the drivers in. And this is not being how to say this is not either giving them the chance to get away by what they want or not. It's just that my job is also to create a safe and healthy environment for everybody.
Yeah.
And I have drivers that they are really good for the road. They like to drive long distance. They go from here to Carolina.
Oh, wow.
They don't like to spin around doing loops.
Okay.
It's fine. I have something else for them. And I have drivers that they want to be here, they want to start at 7, they want to finish at 3 or 4. And other drivers that they prefer to more steady kind of job, that they don't have to worry on looking for an address or looking for where I'm going and where I'm going to stay or how long it's going to be the trip. So I try to accommodate them to make them happy and by doing the job they like.
Did you ever address that person, the woman who said that the bus driver wouldn't take her to the destination because he had to go to lunch?
That was doing, yeah, I remember, that was that happened at 11:45 trip.
Yeah.
When we do the perimeter road coming back from public. Yeah, we addressed it with the driver. We talked to the driver about that.
Okay, that was, other than that, I think the complaints have been going down, so that's a good sign.
It is good.
Because you get every complaint that comes in. So,
Yeah.
I thank you, yes. Mike.
Oh, no, just to add to that, I could say that every time I've been on the bus, since the last meeting when we spoke about it, every time I was asked for ID, when I was walking on the bus.
Yeah, you told me, and that's good. Dan, did you raise your hand?
No, just to bring a point, many years ago, there was a big discussion when the buses are parking. Should they be braking with air conditioning or it shouldn't be? Because then they said that the starter will have so many lifespan. What is the policy? When they stop,
Well,
Air conditioning work?
In Florida, state of Florida, there is no idling regulations, there is not at all. Like compared to other states, they do have idling regulations for buses running. Our buses, they are all commanded to 15 minutes idling. After 15 minutes, they will automatically shut off. It's a 15 minutes shut off feature that we have installed to every single bus. So if you leave the bus running unattended, after 15 minutes, it will automatically turn off. What happens is that the driver is sitting inside the bus. You're gonna go ahead and crank it up again. They will get on running. The other thing and downsides about this is that it's usually not now, but in summer it gets really hot. And these specific buses, they don't have windows.
Yeah.
It's different to other buses that you have windows and you can slide. These are glasses that will not open them. If you turn the bus for about 45 minutes, it's still on the heat. To get it back on a good temperature will take time.
You're taking another 45
And then it's gonna take another 45 minutes to cool down. So, again, the buses will turn off. The drivers know why it's turning off. Sometimes they just let it sit for a little bit and then they crank it up again. After 10-15 minutes, get it back running. We instructed the drivers, when you're sitting and you know that you're gonna be idling, turn the engine off, go outside now, 25 to 30 minutes before you go to pick up customers again, you need to get it running. And cool it down, because we know that sure it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Because evacuating the heat is not easy, especially when it is so hot outside.
That's what people complain.
Yeah, so again, buses will turn off automatically 15 minutes, the driver usually go ahead and crank them up. Getting running, or they know for sure that at least 25 to 30 minutes before picking up the next customer. And this is a regular, it's a rule of thumb for all our buses, because sometimes we have excursions that you guys go somewhere and you are inside a movie or inside the theater or playing golf, whatever you guys doing, and the bus is sitting outside. When you are about to come, we ask the customer, call the driver 20 minutes before you come in. So the driver can go ahead and get the bus running and get it cool for you. It's not, it's gonna be hot when you come. And once the people are inside the bus, it will take longer to cool down because of the human body, the actual heat from the human body. It will, as a fact, you have a bus cool. Everybody comes on board and you see the temperature raising just because people are inside. And it takes a while to go down again. It's just, the way it is.
No, it's true. Dan, he says it's true, because when you turn your car off, you go in the house, then you have to go out again in 20 minutes. You can't even touch the steering wheel. So I don't want to get on a bus. I haven't had any complaints. No one has said anything to me. They
Maybe
do
it's
say
good now, but it should be a problem.
it's not a
Maybe
problem.
15 minutes before they go to start.
It's not a problem. A lot of people have a lot to say. They tell me, oh, I see buses running empty. That's true. Again, I'll say the same thing. They may be running empty, they come back with people in it, or now it's coming to be season. And you'll see more people on the bus. I know the weekend buses are packed, they really are. People do things and they get on that bus, including me. But what I wanted to say is, when will you start your monthly reports again? Next month?
Well, I want to send you guys the performance report. I will send it today, tomorrow. That's for last month.
No, but I mean, while you were clicking on how many.
Oh,
people
to
getting on it.
pass it
So
down.
they're starting to come back a little now in December, January, they're completely back.
We can do it
So if
again
you wanna start in January, it's fine, just so I know.
in January, okay?
You agree? Committee?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're starting again in January.
Yeah, because
Okay.
some people come back now, some come back in December, and everyone is back by January. So then you'll get a true count of who rides what buses when,
Okay.
I'm starting to read the schedules myself to see if some of the stops are, was it like I told you with that church that nobody went to? And we took it off and nobody complained,
Nobody goes.
Yeah, it was a church I never even heard of down on Chard Road. So we'll do it that way. If you see people are not riding the bus too much in one particular place or whatever, maybe perhaps we could eliminate it and get one that people would like to see. Like a trade-off, the bar system, but not, we can't do it every little thing because it's too much work. So thank you for your time.
We continue
Statement.
doing the passenger O sea, we go to starting in January, but only Sternocles free.
Only when you turn around. About discount for the turnaround.
For the external, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so long, yes. Well, that's why you can. If we get on, they get off, we get on, they get off.
You put down about the buses for New Year's Eve till 1 o'clock?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay, so. That's the last on my item. Anyone else have anything to say at all before, once I close the meeting?
excuse me, service will not stop on Thanksgiving Day for you guys.
No.
We don't stop, we continue, right?
Oh, very nice.
Do we? I don't know.
Never stop.
Never,
Okay,
good.
so- okay,
Okay,
all right.
Might be on holiday schedule.
So,
but it never-
yeah.
You never stop the service.
No,
Internal buses always run.
Uh-huh.
no, it's okay, I was just making sure.
I wasn't sure myself. Okay,
You don't have to come by here on Friday, we're closed.
Yeah, the office will be closed on
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, Thanksgiving Day
You
and
don't
the
have
day
to
after.
come by the office.
you guys do come here every day, right?
Yeah.
So you go office
While
Monday
it's
to
open,
Friday
while
while
it's
it's open, while
When
it's
it's
open.
open.
Yeah, right, that's what I told the man today, okay. All right, good. That's good. And Louise, if you have something to say it now, once the meeting's closed.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen, for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, what do you know, why do you have to-
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, it's late, it's not coming.
They have-